Everybody, this is Last Zac NA, and today I want to talk about the new AP jungle item on Zac Runic Echoes. And I want to talk about if it's any good, if it's viable, if you should build it, what do I think about it. And before I say anything, Cinderhulk is always going to be my favorite jungle item for Zac, just because I like full tank. Full tank is my favorite thing to do. I don't like doing any damage, so when you show me an item that has damage stats, I get turned off by that, so... Yeah, but I do think it's a viable item, and I'm going to talk about when it's viable and when you should build it and stuff like that. So, to start it off, I think that it's only viable in certain matchups, and these matchups are pretty specific. So, for Cinderhulk, it's a lot more safe, and it's a lot more... tanky, so you can make more mistakes and not be punished for it because you have Cinderhulk to back you up. So the times that you would want to build Cinderhulk, I'm just going to go over both the types of scenarios that you would want to build each item. For Cinderhulk, I would want to build it in matchups where you don't think you will be able to land Slingshot 100% of the time, because if you do not land Slingshot 100% of the time, and no one lands Slingshot 100% of the time, that's not a realistic expectation. So you should expect to miss some every game. But if you think you're not gonna be able to hit a good amount of slingshots, say matchups like Zac versus Janna, Zac versus Alistar, Vayne, Ezreal, Ahri, Fizz, Zed, LeBlanc, Echo, and other people like that who have a lot of dashes, speed boosts, blinks to get out of your slingshot. Then I would, or ways to interrupt your slingshot in midair, then I would not recommend going that item. Or then I would recommend going Cinderhulk, and not recommend going Runic Echoes. However, it is definitely a good buy when you are in matchups and ganking for lanes like against a Karthus, or a Brand, or a Ziggs, or an Orianna, a Xerath, or a Ryze, or AD carries like Jinx, Ashe, Kog'Maw, Misfortune, or Twitch, things like that. So, one benefit to it is that you get the 10% move speed, and then if you, what I like to do is I like to go Runic Echoes and then full tank after that, because that turns you into sort of like a bruiser sort of thing. So I'll go Runic Echoes into Dead Man's Plate, and that gives you a ton of movement speed, and you can get around the map super fast. And it's actually really nice because you can almost be everywhere at once, and it does work. So you should try it in a matchup that you think you'll be successful in, and you think you can carry and get rolling early game. I also acknowledge that Cinderhulk might not be the better choice for lower elos because it's harder to carry as full tank. So the stats on Runic Echoes become increasingly valuable in low elo, where you can capitalize on punishing mistakes, and then your mistakes won't be punished as much if you miss a slingshot, or either that or people like Ahri won't be able to charm you out of your slingshot in midair, which happens all the time in higher elo. So that's basically all I wanted to talk about. So if I were to say percentage-wise how many times I would be building Runic Echoes versus Cinderhulk, I would probably say 80-20. Probably 80% of the time I would be building Cinderhulk, and then 20% of the time I would be building Runic Echoes. And this is because a lot of the matchups that are not so much fun for Zac right now, like Janna or Poppy with the W, or Vayne with the tumbles and the Condemn in midair. Those are just not fun matchups for Zac, so it's just really difficult to hit Slingshot for anybody, not just for me. Unless you're like a god in high-low or something like that, and then in that case you gotta tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I cannot hit Slingshot on Vayne. Unless she's bad. But yeah, so that's basically all I wanted to talk about. I would love to hear all of your experiences with these builds down in the comments, because I love reading stories about them. So you should definitely send me stories in the comments about these builds. That would be super fun for me to read through. And thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you go out and test both of them, and I hope you all have a wonderful